Those are all ways of carving us out from the whole. Because if you can distinguish something better than another, you now have a difference, and a difference causes separation. So that's not really possible, the Course says. You can't really be different than me. We are all part of the same one thing, and we're all the same. This specialness can feel good, it can feel scary, and it can feel really bad. Doesn't matter, but it always separates. Specialness isn't a great thing. The Course says, no, none of you are special from each other, but all of you are special together. So the only way specialness is everyone is special together, not separate of anyone else. So, but as individuals, nobody's special. So that's the idea, and that's where we try to get to. And of course, very difficult, right? Because the ego's interpretation mechanism is constantly looking for differences, judging all the time. And judgment will guarantees specialness. It guarantees it, because to judge the way the ego judges is to judge more or less, it's binary, good, bad, right, wrong, more or less. And that's the capriciousness of the ego, the Course says, right? You never know what it's going to come up with, and you can't trust it. So it leaves you sort of in a state of fear all the time. And then the worst thing is it's judging you. You're judging yourself. And so you'll hear your own judgment on yourself if there's not enough people around you telling you how wonderful you are, right? That's why we try to surround ourselves with that. And then, but if there's not enough of that, you will hear what the ego is doing to you. So it's constantly tearing you down. People are afraid to be seen. We hide what we really think we are. We make ourselves look special. We all have a projected self that's nothing like the real self we think we are. And that's nothing like the truth of who we are. We don't know the truth of who we are. The Course says we judge ourselves as less, not good enough, low. And then we create this grand image of ourselves, calls that grandiosity, right? And then we project that out into the world. But that's not real. Like deep inside, we fear being discovered, right? And so then when somebody comes along and buys into our grandiosity and is fostering that, it's very important for us that they stick around and keep doing that. As soon as they waver in any way, our fear kicks in, and fear will generate attack. We will attack in some way to try to bring them back on board, right? To maintain the illusion of specialness, and vice versa. If you see them as special and they do something or whatever, and they start to slide away, right? You'll attack them because you need to keep them special. And we keep each other in special relationships. We're joining together with one other person in this specialness, in this lie, as a way of separating out from everyone else. It's a way to separate these two from everyone and everything else. And you can see in those special relationships, there's not a lot of energy going out into the world. It's the energy is turned within the relationship, and those relationships tend to collapse because of that. They implode, right? And they actually take energy from the people around them rather than give. Well, you could see a relationship that's become a holy relationship, and of course distinguishes between, a special relationship and a holy relationship. A holy relationship is a special relationship that was offered to the Holy Spirit to make holy. You get to keep that special relationship, but it becomes a holy relationship. And that, holy relationship, the energy is going the exact opposite direction. That relationship becomes a channel for God's love to move out into the world. They light up everyone they touch, and it's inclusive. It's inclusive. It brings people into it. Doesn't shun, right? Doesn't close off. And so it's a very different type of relating, which is available to all of us if we ask for it.